guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's look is not my own. Decided to hop on the train and join the I did someone's makeup tutorial. Yay! I followed Madeyewlook by Lex. She's another YouTuber, she's another body painter, she's a special effects artist. I think she only does body painting. This is what I created, this was one of her looks. I absolutely loved how this came out. Coming out of this, I realized that I do not do green looks enough and I need to do more green. I just love the color. The color's great. I hope I could do her justice. This was how hers came out. It was the only Instagram picture that she had of it. Super huge fan of her. In the beginning days, I would always follow her tutorials. This was super like nostalgic. When I didn't create my own looks, I would always follow her. I would always follow Jordan Hans. She was another girl that I was going to recreate a look of, but she moved on to Twitch. She doesn't do much stuff on YouTube anymore, so I was like, I'm gonna stick with someone that kind of still does YouTube, but I still am a huge fan of Jordan as well. Other than that, this is how it came out, and if you would like to know how I did it, then keep on watching. Alright, so we are going to start off this video. First and foremost, I am going to go off and tell you guys that I am going to wash out everything I know about makeup. I am an amateur, I am a newbie, I'm a beginner. I am going to let her explain everything I'm going to do. I'm going to try and follow her to the T, but I'm going to try and use brushes that are similar. So we're going to start off. I have to get the video up. I didn't even get the video up. I'm hoping that when I edit this, I figure out how to get the video in the corner of the screen so you guys can see it as well. I am following her tutorial. It is called Emerald Queen Oz Inspired Makeup Look. There's so many that I could have chose from because she does tutorials all the time. There's so many videos that I could have chose, so I thought this would be a good challenge for my shading and highlighting, and I also don't do enough green looks. She is using sclera contacts. Those are the black contacts that go in your eye, but I don't own any contacts. My mom is making me go to the eye doctor before I buy any of those, and we haven't worked that out yet. So let's get into the video. She has an advertisement. Get that coin.
Good evening, Luxbots.
In this tutorial, we're going over the Emerald Queen.
Okay. First thing I'm noticing is she has eyebrows that are very skinny and black. I don't know what I want to do looking at this. I might have to cover up my eyebrows because they're very thin. As you can tell, my eyebrows are averagely thick. She lucked out in this reason because she has blonde eyebrows, and if she goes over them, you can't see them at all. Like she doesn't have to cover up her eyebrows because they're blonde. And if she went over it black, you won't be able to see her brows. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I think I'm gonna have to. This brow is better than this brow. Covering up brows is just real hard for me. Hopefully she does foundation so I can like even it out. Okay, let's get into it.
All products that you say were listed somewhere on the video. So don't forget to check me out on other social media and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Subscribe to her YouTube channel.
I'm starting off by making my face extremely pale with a very light foundation.
Okay. It is winter time, so the only foundations that I have are my skin tone or tanners, so I might mix it with a little bit of white. Take my cream paint and I guess mix it in with my foundation. That is very dangerous. I don't know if this is gonna work. She didn't say to use primer, so I have my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. She didn't even say what foundation she used. These are two totally different consistencies. I think I'm gonna use a big dense brush. I have this. This is really nice coverage. I'm actually shook at how like well this is blending. She did not use concealer. So let's just put this under her eyes.
Apply primer to both of your eyelids. And then filling in my eye.
Oh no, I don't think she powdered. I used cream paint. Okay, I don't know anything about makeup. I don't know that I need powder, right? Next step she did was prime her eyes. I have the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This primer actually gets extremely tacky.
And then filling in my eyebrows using my own brand of liquid eyeliner.
She's using her own liquid liner, but I'm going to use the NYX matte liquid liner that is waterproof. That is what I used in my video testing out waterproof makeup. I will leave that in the corner up here if you want to click on it and watch it, or you can watch it after you finish this video.
And I'm making them thinner and higher than usual.
She has a fat arch. I look angry.
I'm then taking my double-ended brush and white eyeshadow from BH Cosmetics.
It looks like a flat, fluffy brush, and she took a white eyeshadow. I don't have the shadow from BH Cosmetics. I have a white shadow from the Morphe 35B palette, so I'm going to grab that. But she sets her primer.
Sass brows. They're highly arched.
Sass brows.
Bitch, you got sass. And then applying a lime green eyeshadow from BH Cosmetics.
Lime green.
I'm blending this along my crease as well as on the sides of my nose.
Okay, so putting this in my crease. And then she also said she brought it on the sides of her nose, like right here.
A darker green shadow to the inner part of your eyes as well as the outer part.
Inner part of her eyes and the outer part. I don't know what she means. I can probably take this one right here. But what she meant by outer was the cat eye thing I was seeing over here. Did that.
I'm also blending the lime green shadow underneath my eyes.
Lime green shadow underneath her eyes. She's taking it from where she cat-eyed it out and underneath her eyes. Can someone tell me why I'm struggling so much? When it's like a beauty video, bringing it under your eyes is just like your lash line, but like when it's special effects, it's like down your whole face. Aaliyah's gonna love this eyeshadow. She loves when people and girls bring their eyeshadow all the way down to their cheek.
As well as blending some of that dark green.
I knew it. I knew it.
Same lime green eyeshadow. And I'm blending that out underneath my cheekbones, and we'll also be using this.
Hold on. She's contouring with like this size brush. Okay, so in the tutorial, she brought it like down next to her ear.
My contour color for pretty much everywhere on my face.
She said for pretty much everywhere on her face. I'm gonna do my forehead now. She's going into the jewels on her face.
In my opinion, the emeralds are one of the best parts of this makeup.
She does one right in the middle of her forehead. She filled it in.
Using a dark green body paint.
A dark green body paint. I'm using all Mayron colors. She's shading now. I'm out of shot for a lot of this. I'm so sorry.
I used regular green.
I think it would be okay if I have to just use a regular green eyeshadow. Now she's shading it.
I'm just going to explain that I used light green, dark green, regular green, and white to highlight and shade these emeralds.
It's gonna be a little quiet for the next few clips just because I was super focused on the detail and I just wasn't talking. Let me grab some white now.
Your side is if the light source is coming from the bottom, the top, and just generally reflecting all over. Jewel on my forehead. That was much harder than I thought it would be. Smaller additional emeralds to my forehead in more of a diamond shape, but still shading the same way.
Okay, so she made a few other ones. I'm gonna do one over here and then I'll come back for the last one. So now onto the third jewel. She did it instead of like having 6 sides, she did 4, only 4 sides, but I didn't watch the tutorial for the second gem. Oh! So she's shading around her forehead now. She has more room because she did her jewels much smaller than I did because I didn't listen to her. I don't know why, I just don't know proportions. Using a dark green eyeshadow, she darkened up some of the contours. Her contour is like a straight line. So let's do that.
For the chain that's holding the jewels on, I'm using yellow body paint and a fine artist brush.
We're gonna use yellow and gold paint. And then I'm going to take my Mayron Gold and put a little bit on the back of my hand and put that for the second chain.
I'm then shading underneath the chain very lightly using gray eyeshadow.
Okay, shading very close. Shaded chain is on.
With my lips being emeralds as well, I'm starting them off the exact same way using lime green body.
I know Jeffree Star has a lipstick that is just like this. I wish I had it at the moment. Okay, so I finished the lips. Next color that she's using is an olive green color, and that is one of the only color paints that I don't have, so I think I'm gonna have to mix some colors together. I'm eating this paint, and she's making like a corset out of it. Let's go down to the chest. So now I'm taking the light green and she's put it in certain areas just to give some texture, I believe.
is sewn together, I'm using dark green eyeshadow to shade.
I'm gonna take the Dare to Create palette because this has some olive greens in it.
I'm then shading even further using black eyeshadow.
And then she brings it over here more to make it a little bit darker.
Black body paint, I'm officially dividing up where these things are sewn together, as well as giving it some really dark, vintage looking shading.
After that, she took an eyeliner brush and she went right down the middle with black. Now she blended out. Now she took some body paint. She went from the sides, then went down to make it darker on the sides. Hi, we're back. My camera died, so I did a lot of the shading. I drew a line here and I drew just a lot of vintage-y stuff. And then I outlined it with black. So now we are creating the lace on the sides. It's just a bunch of loopies. I look evil. She's grabbing dark green eyeshadow and just drawing patterns in the corset. Okay, and last but certainly not least, she made 5 emeralds on her chest. The same way that I did on me forehead. Where's my lime green? We're gonna do these like all at once. Another emerald. I just need one more emerald. I didn't expect it to be this long. I think I'm gonna finish the jewels because I did them on my forehead twice, and I'll be right back. Make the chains that I did in the beginning. Now let's grab my liquid gold. Now I'm just going to shade underneath that, but just a little bit further away. Okay, and I'm just going to go finish the 2 gems that are next to this one. She does that thing where she puts eyeliner in her waterline, like up here. I can't do it. It hurts so bad, it tickles, I can't.
To darken up my eyes a little bit, I'm adding some black eyeshadow underneath as well as on the inner corner of my eyes.
Black eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a eyeliner brush, go in with some black paint, and just draw some lines underneath to act as the lashes. And this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this look by Made You Look by Lex, please like and subscribe. Please go subscribe to Lex, and she is so talented. She's so creative. She's a really, really good artist. Go subscribe to her. I'll leave her channel linked in the description box below. She does not need my shout out. She has so many followers. Go check her out. She created this whole thing. I just redid it. I thank you all so much for being here. I thank you all so much for staying to the end in the outro. I'm so much to handle. I love you guys, and I will check you in the next video.